everything. And what the hell everything for Thursday, December 10th. How you doing, Tim Logan?
I'm good. I'm not going to make weird faces into the camera today and stare blankly into
yes,
the lens.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't.
Sure you will. Make jokes. Because it's a weird thing. It's not like you and I were not trained for TV.
No.
You know, we went to Specs Howard School of Broadcast Arts where they do teach you TV.
Basics.
But it's not, if you didn't go down that road, there's no reason to know how to sit in front of a camera when things are going on. What do you do? Who do you look at? What do you do?
And normally, the only training we have would be to be like, coming up at 11, we've got a terrible story out of Elk Rapids. Like, I mean, like that's how they wanted us to do things. Like it was, we're not newsmen.
Although we did break news the other day about breakdancing. Smitty in the morning on the Bear.
The classic rock station.
Man, this is the best news of 2020. This has to be some of the best news of 2020, man. Oh. Breakdancing will be an Olympic sport in 2024.
Oh my God!
Why do you say that? What's wrong? What's wrong with breakdancing?
Nothing, but
nothing. Exactly. It's awesome.
It's certainly not pole vaulting or swimming or running or
hockey.
Really?
Or it requires 100% greater physical capacity than either you or I possess.
Is
that right? Plus artistic. I mean, it's the same as like, you know, the floor mat dance things that they do. You know, it's like ice skating. It's breakdancing. What is the problem here?
Is it like one of those things where the gymnasts do the ribbon and they twirl the ribbon around?
It could be,
thing?
Yeah.
Which I also find equally stupid.
Well,
and not
it's
an
Olympic sport. Okay,
it should not be a sport.
It joins climbing, skateboarding, and surfing, which will debut next summer at the Tokyo Games.
Climbing?
Yeah. Why is
rock climbing?
Sure. You see how fast you can climb a thing? Dude, you can compete at all kinds of things. No, I feel like I've had to defend breakdancing this whole time. I wanted to talk about how cool I thought it was, and you just took a giant Tuesday morning Smith-miss dump right on the breakdancing thing. It requires so much skill. Dude, I've wanted to breakdance my whole life.
I just visioned it.
You're welcome.
But
you
can do
Boogaloo.
that. You can do it.
Yeah.
Now, are you
No,
Olympic?
I can't do it.
What quantifies Olympic caliber breakdancing? Are there a lot of people already involved doing it?
I don't know. I don't know anything about breakdancing or competitive breakdancing. I wish I did. I wish I watched more of it. If breakdancing was on ESPN, I'd watch that all damn day.
On the Ocho?
The Ocho, man. Seriously. Dude, if you see people spinning on their head with their legs flying out, how's that not impressive?
I mean, it's impressive, but here's where I get hung up on the whole thing. You know, 100 and whatever years ago, they were doing these sports in a coliseum and things like that. And now it's like, oh, we breakdance at a Olympic thing. Like, it feels...
They're still in an arena.
Well, they're still in
arena. In a modern-day arena.
It just...
Are
you not entertained?
Man, no, I hate your thoughts right now. I hate your entire opinion. I wish you wouldn't have said one thing about this thing.
Well, I wish you well in your breakdancing endeavors.
You're really dying on that breakdancing sword.
It's just, it's not an Olympic sport. I mean,
So why can't it be? It's a competition. Somebody's better than another person at it.
Why don't we get pickup sticks and some jacks and, play that for Olympic sports? It's about the same thing to me.
That's not even close to being the same thing.
Kind of.
Have you ever watched breakdancing once in your life? The whole time it was playing up there, you weren't watching it clearly.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Breakdancing's amazing.
Takes great skill and athleticism and strength.
I think NASCAR as a sport is equally as dumb as breakdancing being a sport.
And apples and bananas, dude. So, maybe Smitty Brothers Farm and Weed Emporium. Tim, can we talk about Smith Brothers Farm and Weed Emporium?
Can we?
And Tim coined that phrase yesterday. It was fantastic. No, here's why. Talk about all the food in this house all the time. My brother is a burgeoning amateur chef. Everything he makes is fantastic. I'm going down the mustard making rabbit hole. I just made batch 2 yesterday. All right, we're baking. All kinds of things in the Smith hole.
Yeah.
That being said, Levi said the words to me the other day, and I'm just like, man, I don't know if that's a good rabbit hole to go down. Levi said, I'm going to start making my own butter. Oh.
Do you have a cow?
Nope. Yeah, I was confused too. I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to like churn that butter. You got to get like raw milk or something. He's like, yeah, that's cream. Like, you don't need to get milk straight from the cow to make butter. I'm realizing I'm learning these things. He's like, you don't even need a churn like to make it. You just put it in the blender, and then it separates from the curd and the whey or whatever it is to make the butter. I don't know how it works. But he's making butter. He's like, dude, I can make cinnamon butter and honey butter. I'm like, man, all right. I guess that's happening.
Guys.
So I was telling you and McTighe on the continuous thread.
Yeah.
I said, guys, this is happening. We're making butter. And Tim said, man, it's Smith Brothers Farm and Weed Emporium. Like, that's a great name. That's fantastic. Although I think I want to switch it to Smith Brothers Smokehouse and Weed Emporium.
Oh,
You know?
it's kind of a double entendre there.
But, legalities of the weed part, whatever. I don't think that'll fly.
There is no way you brothers are getting out of this life not obese.
It's so hurtfully true, It is. Like, I make jokes, but there's so much obesity in my family. You're just like, might as well not fight it.
Let the obesity flow through you.
There's some people that would hear or see that and say, oh my God, I can't believe you would say something so hurtful to another human.
Science.
And I'm just like, man, these people have never hung out with me or my friends ever, because it's just, I don't even know how to explain it.
I wasn't even being hurtful. Like,
Yes, it is. You can't
Look.
help it, though.
Hey,
It's unintentional.
I am obese. I'm just saying I'm obese.
Right. Right. When I say it's hurtful, it doesn't mean it's not accurate.
Well.
And it doesn't mean if it was some fucking person who is ripped like Joe Rogan or something, you know what I mean?
You're
or
obese.
The Rock is like, you're obese, and I'd be like, you're right, I am
I'm gonna
obese.
cry.
But then I'd be like, F that guy, that 350-pound chiseled like wrestler.
Man,
Shut up.
wrestler. It's gonna be tough though, especially considering Levi's cooking,
Man, I'll tell you what,
baking, and all of it.
I love the obese thing going into this, because this is behind the scenes on the show today, and we call them food outtakes, because Levi brought food and Tim devastated our feelings. Nelson, yeah, probably gonna. Oh, you're not Tim. Holy fucking shit! Why aren't you working?
Because if I were to have filled out one of those questionnaires, honestly, I would have been sent home. So,
What, COVID questionnaires?
yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I've been shitting since I've had fucking diarrhea
Oh,
since
yeah.
fucking midnight.
Is that a symptom? Diarrhea?
Well, gastrointestinal shit.
Oh, yeah. Food.
I know. I crossed paths. I said, it smells like Aunt Jemima's butthole. He's like, Levi's like, I go, it's a tasty butthole. He goes, good to know.
He says giving you a loaf of pumpkin bread for you.
Oh my God, is that what that is?
And eggnog cookies.
Eggnog
Those are mine.
cookies.
Don't touch mine.
That
So
is-
good.
Dude, it smelled great every time I
God
walked
damn
up
it,
there.
so
Like,
good. You gotta eat them.
no, I am not eating that, dude. I can't.
God damn it,
I
Tim.
can't. It's so.
It's
I
gonna make
hate.
me
I hate
so
myself
angry.
so much.
Oh!
I hate it. It feels like the most insulting thing ever to have to turn away food people like give you. This goes in line with you're having a stroke.
I need some water. In a nutshell,
We having a stroke?
that's honestly such a great example. That whole minute and a half food outtakes thing, just the dynamic of living with my brother. There's food. Here's food. We made this awesome food, and Tim's journey to not eat it sometimes, and then he brings me Oreos like he did the other day. Another package of family size peanut butter pie Oreos.
I ate an
that
Oreo.
Huh?
I ate an Oreo. I did.
I ate a sleeve for dinner.
Well, it's your choice.
Okay, well, yeah, your choices. Shut up, Tim, with your stupid logic, okay? All right, I don't have discipline like you.
Sure you do.
No, I
Everyone
don't.
does.
By the way,
It's in there.
4 weeks of not smoking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
different.
way
though.
more discipline than cookies.
No, well, actually, I'm giving myself the fat December.
Fat December.
Fat December, you know?
no.
Because they're not smoking. I'm giving myself fat December.
No diet December.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Hey, we had a fun wake and break the other day. 6 o'clock wake and break comes out of Florida, out of a retirement community known as The Villages. On Friday night, there was a company called Fuzzy Vodka. Spoiler alert, they sold vodka. Now,
Really?
apparently, yeah, a dude by the name of Rick Skutak and his wife Danette, they had won a prize from the company called Fuzzy Vodka. They had won a tricked out golf cart, like a party cart, you know?
Yeah.
So they showed up Friday night to deliver the grand prize. All their neighbors were super stoked for him, clapped, cheered, the whole shebango. A couple hours later, Danette was arrested after she flipped the golf cart because she was super hammered. I don't know if she was super hammered on Fuzzy Vodka's vodka, but you didn't see that coming at all.
Had to have been.
She was charged with a DUI. I don't know if she, what kind of shape she is in, but
Where was
she is in the shape of stupid.
the shape of stupid. Where was the golf cart at? Because was it on a main road or something? I didn't know you could get DUI for golf cart driving.
Driving around that retirement community.
Oh yeah, so she was out on roads.
Yeah.
Very stupid.
It wasn't. Retirement community streets are not the same as regular streets. You can ride golf carts, unicycles down the street, whatever you want.
Driving while unicycling.
Yeah. That's your wake and break. Now you feel normal. No, all those retirement communities,
Yeah.
like in Florida, they're all private property. No cops come on there. They have security, but everybody drives around there all the time, just hammered with all kinds of like little motorized whatever.
I had one of my previous jobs. I marked underground cable, so
Yeah.
you'd paint flags for like upcoming things. Sometimes it'd be simple stuff like lawn work they'd do, and I'd have to mark it. And I had to mark one of these retirement homes, actually near Petoskey. And I was there for like 20 minutes. I just had to put a couple lines down, but it was constant. Golf cart goes by. What are you doing? Why are you painting my yard? Get out of my home! Like I'm just doing what they. Leave me alone. I'm sorry.
That's why I hate like working anywhere around
they
rich
were
people.
freaking out
Oh my God.
because I put orange paint on the grass. Do you know how hard it was to make that grass grow? Like,
It is a rigmarole dealing with rich people.
Yeah.
It really is.
yeah, older. No offense, older rich people, because they're clearly watching this
Yeah.
podcast.
I love the idea of taking advantage of really stupid people. Not really, but kind of, sort of, a lot. Man, you see some stories, it's like, stop the presses. We got to talk about this. It's just the most ridiculous story and really a great example of just how much people don't pay attention.
Not at all.
Oh, man. The PlayStation 5, I really want one. I want to put a PlayStation 5 down here and do gaming and stuff like that. Like, I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
In the Smith hole. That being said, they're really expensive. They're hard to find right now.
Yeah, they run around right around $500.
Where can you find them? Where can you find them online?
The demand has went so quickly. You can find some on eBay and other sites, but normally they're jacked up by scalpers up to like $1,000 in some case, $1,500 even.
Yeah.
And this dude, maybe he's a genius, maybe he's evil. He posted a picture of a PS5. And it's an eBay listing, and it's US $499, just like
500,
PS5.
yeah.
And in the description, it says, please read the description in full. And over and over again in this description, he says, you are not getting a PS5. You are getting a printed picture of a PS5
And people
from
are
my
like,
printer.
people are like, PS5 buy, PS5 buy, PS5 buy.
Yep.
Dude, that's amazing.
He sold a ton of them. And, I mean, it's in the description. He told you exactly what you're getting. Now, they're mad when they get it.
Oh, of course. They're outraged when they get it. They're like, how? And I got duped.
No.
Man, I don't think there's any kind of legal standing
Nope.
that these people have. They clearly say in the description, that is honestly
It says-
such a genius move, and I want to do something like that. I don't care how dishonest it is.
It says, I'll read it because it's funny. He lays it out here. You are buying a piece of paper with an image of a PS5 printed on it. This is a brand new Sony PS5 console image fresh off my printer. You are not receiving an actual PS5 console. This is
Oh
an
my
image
God.
printed on paper, folded and slipped into an envelope. Do not purchase this if you want the actual console.
Dude, it's so amazing. Like, it's probably, I don't even want to say it's dishonest. Here's how I feel about it, and it's 100%. It's, you get what you deserve. If you don't pay attention, and I would feel the exact same way about me. I tell this story all the time. When I bought microphones for this studio, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I bought all this equipment. I bought 3 microphones, but I didn't pay attention to what I was buying, and 3 microphones show up, and it's a 3-pack.
3-pack.
Oh, I have 9 microphones. What the hell am I going to do with 9 microphones? Interview a baseball team? You know, but it's my fault. You get what you deserve if you don't pay attention.
You gotta pay attention, man.
Didn't Cards Against Humanity do something similar? When they sent like a bag of dirt or poop in the mail, they said, "Look, we're going to send you poop if it's $50 or whatever it was."
Yeah, they made a bet that you wouldn't buy it, and people bought it, and they're like, "Nope, they really did it."
Then people got poop, and they're like, "Oh, it's poop again." You know, it's so stupid.
Poop again!
I could never not take the opportunity to play "It's a Poop Again" drop.
Yep.
Every single time. That was one of the best things about in Traverse City, where every time it rains, the sewage overflows into the bay.
Boardman.
And the best part of that is just being able to play "It's Poop Again" drop.
Yep. One other thing you could do with 9 microphones, you could mic up for audio for like half of the band Chicago. Yeah. I'm just looking out for you.
I don't think those are not They were fairly cheap microphones. You know,
You could pick up a trombone.
Chicago has better microphones than those.
Fine.
But
Trying to
these,
help.
if Chicago were doing a rad acoustic set, these microphones would work.
Majestic.
We had a good conversation today on the show about regifting.
Yeah.
And I felt terrible because I threw my dad's present away. The 4th day of Smithmas, is time to talk about regifting. Now, this is a really interesting thing to me because I feel like most people have fairly strong feelings about regifting, whether it's something you want to do or it's something you hate. And I feel like most of those opinions are shaped, obviously, on past experiences, usually as a kid, you know. I don't know. What are your thoughts about regifting? We're going to hit a text from Mike the Manistee Waterboy in a second.
I have never and could never. I could never do it.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know what it is. It could be, I could get gifted something from my arch enemy. Now, I told the person that gifted me Crocs, I don't want these. Because that was the rule, is the gift did not become in my possession. I didn't accept it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Honestly, that's some of the best logic I've ever heard you have in my whole life. That's great logic.
Had I accepted it, I'd have been stuck with those Crocs forever.
Yep.
But
you
I
didn't have to wear them, though.
Well, no, but then I would have felt wasteful and dumb.
Mike, we're talking about regifting and what you think of it. If it's something you're totally against, you just don't do, or you're like, I hate this and I'm going to get rid of it and I'm going to give it to somebody else. Mike the Manistee Waterboy texted us in earlier, says, I've told my parents at 12 years old that I didn't want it. I only wanted one thing, a 10-speed bike. If they couldn't get that, then I'd rather go without. They got me an old used 3-speed bike. Ah, Jesus, Mom, Dad. He said, I've always told people what they don't want to hear. Or, I don't understand that text.
I always told people what they don't want to hear.
Oh, I got you. 3 years later, I bought a new 10-speed bike with my own money. I've never looked back. I agree with Tim on this one. I don't know what he's agreeing with you on. You just don't regift?
Me hating telling them I don't want the Crocs.
Yeah, if you don't accept it, it's not a gift yet.
I didn't accept it, and I'm not burdened with it.
Here's the thing. Ever since my dad got me a pet rock. Now, here's why. He kept threatening. I must have been 8 or something like that, and he was threatening. He kept threatening me all leading up to Christmas. I'm going to get you a pet rock for Christmas. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And he got a rock about, I don't know, not a big rock, but big enough to throw, because I threw that son of a bitch right out the door. He painted Pet Roscoe on it. Now he even named it. It was called Roscoe. And I'm like, but the look on my dad's face after I threw it out, on Christmas morning.
Incredulous.
He was like, he was devastated that I threw that pet rock, and I went out in the snow right after I saw how hurt he was. And I went out in my underwear and found that damn rock and had it. I had that rock for 15 years. So I don't ever re-gift.
So you kept a rock. Wow.
Yep.
I'd see the logic.
Yep. It's rock and roll. And that was the cheesiest thing I've ever said. Get me out of here.
P.O.B.
Get me out of the Smith hole.
Peace out, bitch.
P.O.B. It's got to be a real thing now, by the way.
I don't want to be burdened with your gifts. Listen to me. What a terrible phrase.
Or your guilt.
Your guilt. I was raised Catholic.
Former co-host of mine, still great friend. He still great friends with the both of us. Ryan McTighe, or McTang, as we like to call him.
Yes.
Which it was your dad's moniker that we gave him.
Yep.
That gave him that, by the way.
I told my dad, my friend McTighe, 1,000 times, and every time he thought I said McTang.
It was awesome.
There was no telling
He
him
is now
different.
McTang.
Yep.
Forever.
Yep.
He and I did a show for 2 years, right around from 2008, tail end of 2008 till December 28th, 2010, when he got fired on my birthday.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was 2 full years, because I was there at the stations for all of this, and I, in my memory, was like, yeah, you guys did a show for a couple of months, right? Like, that's how
2
I
years.
thought of it.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
Means I'm not even to the halfway point of memory.
Well, I was thinking about recently getting, because I found my demos from Specs Howard.
Yeah.
Broadcast Arts, and I'm like, man, it would be fun to hear those, fun to hear those once in a while. But this is close to the demos, I'm sure, because this is from 2008. I went to school in 2006.
You were fresh. You were new.
Yeah.
Not quite ripe.
So we have 8 different bits. I'm going to edit. So I have a few different bits that McTighe found on his email and sent to me from like 2008, including the 2 TV commercials we did for that show, The Afternoon Hangover.
Amazing.
So we're going to watch those and just kind of like, I have not heard this stuff.
I'm ready.
In probably 10 years. I am honestly terrified to listen to these things.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Just looking at the dates, yeah, they're from 12 years ago, some of these.
Yeah, and again, I was only in radio for 2 years at this point, and I'm already terrible. Think how much worse I was back then.
You're going to be bummed out when I'm like, you sound like the same. Just kidding.
So this one's promo 11/2008. I don't know. It's from 2008.
It's time to talk the brand new Guns N' Roses Chinese Democracy. Classic Rock the Bear. Who's this?
This is Marcus. Man, what a letdown. It's like you said with that Madagascar. You could just see him sitting there thinking, I just wrote the greatest song in history, and it sucked. I couldn't take it, man. I swear my ears started bleeding.
I'm with you, Marcus, man. It was just a pile of trash.
To be honest with you, I'd rather listen
Sounds
to him sing
weird.
than
Like it sounds totally like processed.
Before, I'm a huge Metallica nerd, and
Overly
I bought the new one, Death Magnetic, and that rages.
Doesn't it, though? And the funny thing is what the
Why did we
track
make
on that album is like 7 minutes long. Or
Yeah.
something.
Why did we turn a music bit that we did on the show into a promo?
You thought that was promoting the program.
We're like, this is awesome, guys. We were talking about music. You want to listen to us?
We had a phone call.
Yeah.
And it's just, it sounds like classic Metallica, like, Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets is just raw, hardcore, just rock, and it kicks so much ass.
You know what makes me extremely aroused? The fact that we're having a Metallica conversation right
Yeah,
now.
I gotta get out of here. Somebody's getting a wood.
The Afternoon Hangover, weekdays 2 to 4 on Classic
I
Rock
forgot.
The Bear.
I forgot that Nikki Devitt,
Yeah.
she also the president of the Chamber of Petoskey.
Yeah,
now.
Chamber of Commerce.
She did the voice on
president.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, because we were all running around that building in
Oh my
Sheboygan
God,
at the time.
dude. It's just like, why? I could never even imagine us doing like this just random music conversation and turning it into a promo.
Not a promo. We have similar conversations now, but they're, we don't promote the program with them.
This one is Hangover promo 11/18/08.
Oh, boy.
Classic Rock the Bear. Who's this?
Hi, my name.
I should say, I'm going to start this over in a hot second. I should say the whole reason that we had the Hair of the Dog from Nazareth thing going in the background, and
Yeah.
we were the afternoon hangover. Now, and this is the Hair of the Dog.
It all made sense.
Yeah.
In a theoretical way.
What does that mean?
That it was theoretical, like it was
Right,
Hair
but
of the Dog.
would you
Hangover.
say in theory? Now, because you were not on the afternoon hangover, we were married to the project, so we thought it was awesome.
I didn't
Would
think it was
that
not
work?
awesome.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like
Well,
it
just-
was.
Okay.
They're all connected.
Okay.
The Hangover, the Hair of the Dog,
Okay.
Hangover.
In theory, but some people would be like, God, I don't understand the correlation of that and that.
I think I meant more literally than theoretically.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Words.
Start that over again.
Classic Rock the Bear, who's this?
Hi, my name's Dale. Hey, I'm calling up about Coach Rodriguez. Hey, I'm a Buckeye fan. I think they're going to get spanked this weekend regardless.
Why do you even call up here, Buckeye fan?
I'm with you.
They're coming, too.
Why don't you go?
Why am I yelling? Dude, I'm like yelling. I know I get loud, dude.
I think your mic wasn't ready for it. Your microphone wasn't processed to accept your voice at that level. Like these, you could yell a little. And
Well,
because
because that is 11/18/08, and I want to say we started that show in October, like late October.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're very right. You're very, yeah.
The mic wasn't used to you yet.
Oh my God.
Paint your face red.
I don't think that there's a single Michigan fan who doesn't think that Michigan's going to get spanked by the Buckeye. Well, good luck to you in the sweater vest this weekend.
All right, we'll see who wins.
All right, later, buddy.
See you later, Woody lover.
Mac school, I'm always a fan of the Mac, though, because I went to a Mac school.
I didn't go to any school.
I went to
Sounds terrible.
Like just audio quality.
I kind of did a round trip.
How did I not know that?
I went to 5 schools. Western Michigan.
I love this. Like, anytime McTighe was being super hurtful and he was being really like, and I would sometimes it would just be to the point where I wanted to punch him. 'Cause
Yeah.
He would just go and he'd poke and he'd pick at you. I would just bring up like, oh yeah, you went to 5 colleges. Look at you now, fuck face.
Me to leave twice. Then I went to Kalamazoo Valley Community College. Then I went to Oakland Community College. Then I went to Oakland University. Then went to Specs Howard School of Broadcast Arts.
See, I went to Specs Howard School of Broadcast Arts as well, and our nickname would have been the Morons.
Real funny. The fuck's, dude? I want to be so mean to myself right now.
We would have been the morons. Don't.
This next one's called Virtual Murder Promo. Again, these are all 12-year-old bits from my old show, The Afternoon Hangover, that my old co-host Ryan sent.
All right, a woman in Japan got divorced from her husband, killed him.
Okay.
And now she's facing up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. This is a little light.
A little bit, yeah.
Here's why. She was married in an online virtual world, got divorced and killed her virtual husband, and got arrested in real life.
This is Steve. I just heard that story about the Japanese lady getting arrested. You have got to be kidding me.
Can I sue Bowser from Mario for killing me?
I just
Right, so funny.
I play a game called RuneScape. It's a game, and you've got to keep that in mind. I am actually on my way home from visiting somebody that I have known on RuneScape. What's real now is I was just there where we brought it into real life.
Did you use the virtual handcuffs and whips?
No, we brought that into real life too, baby.
The Afternoon Hangover, weekdays 2 to 4 on Classic Rock, The Bear.
That was right when we started.
That was quite sexy.
I didn't. Yeah, no. Oh my God! I think this is Ron. It's called Santo promo, and I think what this is Jack Reynolds. We're gonna have to tag Jack Reynolds on this podcast. Jack Reynolds worked at the station. He was on Classic Rock the Bear here in Northern Michigan. And then what had happened is I filled in for him while he was on vacation, and the boss liked it and
Switched
it around, so it put me kind of where he was. But he was a super cool guy, but he would contribute to the show, and do a Ron Santo impression. He also did a great Jesse Ventura impression.
So many.
That hated you. The Jesse Ventura that he did hated Tim
me.
Logan. Holy crap, was it hilarious?
And I was just the part-time guy, so I'm walking in there once every week or so, and I'd be greeted at the door with like, "Let me tell you something, Logan," and I'm like, "What? What are you talking about, man?" He was a weird dude.
So this is Santo promo, probably with Jack Reynolds
As
Ron Santo.
Mr. Ron Santo, you've been dealing with a lot of losing lately, and us here in the state of Michigan, I don't know if you noticed, there's a football team that has not won a football game in the state of Michigan, and that would be the Detroit Lions. And we just want to maybe get how to cope.
I was watching one of the games you're playing, the Bears. Oh, you can't drop the kickoff. You learn that you can catch football when you're 5 years old. Oh, my God, you're kidding. And these guys they're getting paid for this. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Is there any hope for the Lions at all in the horizon? Because I don't see any hope at all.
No, they're done. They're all through. They're done.
Is it better to go through a season where the Cubs stink the entire year and you just know they stink?
Last year, it's like, man, you think you're going to go to the series, and poof, the rug gets pulled right out from my Joe Torre and the Dodgers. Come on! My God!
The Afternoon Hangover.
Whoa.
Weekdays 2 to 4
Dude.
on Classic Rock. The Bear.
Dude, Jack did those impressions
That's a pretty
all
good
the
Santo.
time. And he would just come into the studio and just rattle off 5 minutes of Jesse Ventura or Ron Santo.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited.
Just doing it.
But just so great at, like, the ad-lib part, you know? Because when he went off on you, he compared Tim's family to living in Wolverine with, like, sharing a tooth for the corn that they could eat, living in some dirty-ass cabin.
I want to eat the corn. Pass the tooth.
For some reason, the idea of Jesse Ventura hating Tim Logan was so goddamn funny.
I think there's even a bit in there somewhere where I confronted Jesse Ventura at some point, like on your show.
Yeah, I tried. We had it online for a while, but it was on MySpace, and I tried to find it, and I don't think it's anywhere.
Wow.
This is called Orgy Time promo.
What?
This is so hurtful, man. Listen to some of these old things,
Are
and
they?
I don't know what it's going to be.
Let's see.
Orgy Time.
Orgy time.
Last night in the Sioux at about 4 in the morning this morning, Sioux police were called to a local lodging establishment. They didn't say
Dude, I'm like yelling all the time.
report of about 10 people having sex in a laundry room
Classy stuff.
because you obviously can't have
Well,
it
I
in
mean,
your
what are you
hotel
going to
room.
do? I mean, what are you going to do to kill the time? You ever been to a laundromat? You know, you sit there and you got nothing else going on. Although, if you've been to a laundromat, you've seen the people in the laundromat, and you don't want to have sex with any of them.
Probably not, but it's probably the best place to stay clean.
Yeah, I did not know that orgies were just springing up in the middle of Sioux, Michigan in laundromats.
How does it start? You're like, hey, you guys want to go down in the laundry room and chill out?
Being an orgy would be all right, but it's disappointing that many different people. I disappoint
think it's great.
one person. That's good. Can't disappoint 17.
The Afternoon Hangover. Weekdays 2 to 4 on Classic Rock. The Bear.
Oh God, I even hate hearing my voice back then. I hate it.
It's different. It is a different. I think it's not even age necessarily. I think maybe years added on of cigarettes.
I'm more relaxed.
That's for sure.
You know,
That's for sure.
like I always tell people this. You know, there's a difference between Nate and Smitty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I'm just yapping, chilling, I'm just cool, laid back. I don't necessarily like talk to a lot of people. I go to a bar, I don't really want to talk to people except for like a couple friends. I don't want to like get loud and like talk about things, you know?
Right.
But
Normally.
yeah. So it's like, but you know, me on the air is just the amped up version of me anyway. So on the
Amped up.
air, I just felt like back then I had to be amped up all the time.
Yeah.
Now I just pick my moments that I'm normally amped up. All right, now we did 2 TV commercials as well.
Yeah.
There were 2 commercials. It was one we shot it at Little Bo's in Traverse City
That's right.
in the middle of the afternoon at the bar, sitting at the bar. And it got turned into 2 commercials. I don't know what else is on these, so I'm going to play these. I'm just going to play these. I barely remember them. I haven't been able to find these. I thought these were lost forever. Oh, my God. Oh my
Why
God. Of
is
course
this
it's Bob and
woman
Tom stuff on it.
laughing? Weekday mornings on Classic Rock the Bear. Who cares?
Then it goes to you guys.
We supposed to be doing something right now? Yep. Pretty sure we're doing it. All right, another round?
Join Smitty and Ryan for the afternoon hangover. Weekday afternoons
That was
from
it.
2 to 7.
That's amazing.
Then wrap it up. Nights with Alex.
Hey, that's still true, though.
That's still happening.
Yeah. Not all those signals either. That's crazy.
You were staring into Ryan's face with like the moment you knew you had the line to say, but like you were just longingly looking into his ear.
I was like, this is another one. This is the
That's
second
false
one.
advertising.
Whoa, I know, right? I know. It's probably people would say the same thing about us, I'm sure.
You know.
Question: why are these people
They were
laughing?
paid to.
Man,
Answer: the Bob and Tom Show.
Weekday mornings on Classic Rock the Bear.
We supposed to be doing something right now?
Yep. Pretty sure we're doing it.
Join Smitty and
man,
Ryan
You were
for the
staring
remind me to
afternoon
never have a
hangover, 2 to
goatee
7.
ever
Then
again.
Nights with
It's
Alice
just the
Cooper.
long center. What do you even call that? It's a goatee, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
I remember when you said you wouldn't shave until the Lions won, and that happened to be the 0-16 year.
Yep.
And there's some video somewhere,
Yep.
probably on Dell's phone, of you with this beard like
was
ZZ
massive.
Top.
Oh, that was one of the pictures Ryan sent too, because he just like it was like a flood of memories from
Yeah.
10, 12 years ago, and one of them was a picture with my gigantic ass beard that I
You're
had.
supposed to be doing something? Yep, we're doing it.
Man.
And that was the most. Ryan didn't even have to act for that because what are we doing? Drinking beer. What do you want?
The idea of that commercial being that we missed the show because we were at the bar.
Why are these idiots laughing?
I know. We directed that video ourselves, though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Then. who shot the video? Was it a professional?
Somebody from 7 and 4? Because we had some trade with 7 and 4. I want to say.
I thought the one that said the afternoon hangover, like it was the voice that does like the sponsors for the local news. So it was the same voice still today, and that's what it all connected in my mind.
Old school throwback flashback there.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't think you were as bad as you think.
I think it was pretty bad.
Staring longingly
So-
into Ryan's
my
face.
God.
But other than that,
At
it's
some
like
point
me,
we're gonna have
it's
to
like
get
me staring into the camera, like, "Hi."
Back next week. We might have 2 podcasts next week, at the very least Thursday. And make sure you check out the 12 Days of Smitmas. We're doing all the movie recreations on those. Get posted on the Bear YouTube page.
I did the dumb thing.
Yeah. What the hell, everything? It's so stupid. What the hell, everything?